and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. We are in the back half of June, and there's two main things we need to do. The first thing is we need to get another sheep pen because our sheep down there are about to reproduce again. So going in July, they will reproduce. I'm just going to jump in this because I might as well just get started. They're going to reproduce. I haven't got the space for them to do that within that pen, so I'm just going to miss out on free lambs basically. So we need a second sheep pen, which I want to go here. The only issue at the minute is we don't have enough money to get that. I think off the top of my head it was 9. Look at how much that's pushing that over there. I think off the top of my head it was 9 grand. So we need what, another 1200, and that's assuming we don't have any placement costs. And that's assuming it's also 9 grand. I think it's 9 grand. Right, so I started this day at 7 o'clock and the silage bales weren't ready. However, they were all like 98, 99%, so they're all ready now, I believe. We'll find out when we put the forks in them, but I'm pretty sure they are. I don't know what the price is. Should we have a look? There we are. Price for silage. So I mean, it's down, isn't it? It's right down, in fact. It is the lowest, second lowest it could be, but we need the money now. So we're just going to have to get rid of them. The second job, I mean, even if we don't get the money with this, we do have our onions that we will. So between the two of them, we will be able to get the money for the pen. That shouldn't be an issue. How neat is that, by the way? That isn't going to last, is it? The second thing that needs doing today is this grass needs cutting and baling. Now the reason that needs doing today is because it's at its peak growth, and if I want to get 2 cuts out of it in this year, and like I said, I think it was in the last episode, it might be in the one before, that might not mean 2 cuts because it changes, doesn't it, for each map, I believe, depending on what the mod has done. But we might not get 2 cuts at its peak growth like this, but we will get this cut, and then we will get at least 1 more where it's at its growth stage 2, which is when we cut it the first time round, where the grass is more green rather than having that sort of greeny yellow tint. So that is what we need. We need to do them 2 things today. Otherwise we're not running our farm as efficiently as what we could. Oh, that doesn't matter anyway, it's alright. It's just unwrapping it. So yeah, and for people who watch regularly, they'll know I'm all about efficiency. That is exactly what I try to do. It's just sort of me as a person. Try to keep everything as efficient as possible. No waste. Use everything we have. I've never ever stacked that neatly before. Right, let's I think I can tow the trailer with this weight on. Pretty sure I can. Yeah, I can. Maybe I can't. Get this dropped off then. I'll put it in front of these bales because as long as we can get this sheep pen, we're going to need one of them bales. I was saying that we could use the mini ones. I'd actually prefer to use the mini ones because them bales are tiny. However, it takes a bale slot up, which I realised when we had the small baler. It doesn't seem to matter if you have 200 8,000 litre bales or 200 bales that are only, what are they? They're like 40 odd litres, 45 litres or something like that. So none of that seems to matter. So if we can get rid of some of the smaller ones, I think that would be more beneficial, to be honest. Let's go and see. I'm going to come on to what we finished the last episode with shortly, but I just want to see if we can get rid of these first. I think we established in the last one that they come off automatically, don't they? Once you unstrap them. Yes. 2,700, so that took us to 10.6. Let's go and see how much this pen's going to cost us. And then also, we need an ability to transport them, which at the minute we don't have. But I have found a couple of cheap ones, so I think as long as we've got $1,500, we'll be alright. However, let's keep this well away from here. Might as well switch that off. I think we'll have to cut these down if we can. If we can't, it'll just be, I might just be able to build over them. That's the same. Let's get rid of that. And we'll need to get rid of that as well, won't we? Right, demolish that, and now let's get animals, sheep. Now we're going to go for the same one purely because I think out of all the ones we've got, it's the cheapest and it's the most, it's the one that offers us the most. So let's see how close we can get it in here. Overlaps with another object. It doesn't. I wonder what's on the ground. Something's obviously registering on the ground, isn't it? I'm pretty sure this should have enough space in here. Right, let me go off camera, have a play about. It might be one of these bushes here that's stopping us. I'll have a play about, see what we can do, and I'll be right back. Right, I believe it was one of two things, and I'm not sure which one of these two things they are, but I believe this will work now. It was either because there was a tree in the bottom right hand corner. There was a tree that I thought was just a bush, and it wasn't. It was able to be cut down. Or the other thing was there was some grass on the ground. It was actually here on the ground that was that I've managed to pick up. Right, so that looks like that's the closest I'm going to be able to get to the back. I'd have preferred to get as close to the back as possible, but that's not going to be the case. So $9,027, we'll take that, and we still have enough for what I think will be. Take that off. There we are. What I think we'll need for transport of them. Do we need this? You can see we're really starting to suffer for space now as well. We are going to need all of that over there, as in the water tank and the windrower. We are going to need that. What we'll do, we'll put this up here because we're not going to need this trailer. So let's put that there. Oh, I've left the... oh my god. Let's shift this out of the way. We are really struggling for space now, aren't we? Get this in here. As always, the easiest bit of kit to move over. Said no one. And then all we're going to do now is get a hay bale ready. We'll have to go and get some water as well, but I'll probably do that off camera, to be honest, just to sort of save recording time. And I'll run over to the store and I'll buy whatever trailer that we can get. I think there's a couple, off the top of my head, I think there's 2 or 3 options where we can, I wasn't going to use that, was I? Doesn't matter now. We're not going to get our bale limit anywhere, are we? We're not going to get anywhere near that with the kit that we've got at the minute. Let's put that there. Let's do that. We'll drop this weight off and then we'll go over and get what we need from the store. And then we desperately need to start cutting this grass. We're not going to need any more hay. We've got enough hay there. There's plenty of bales, so this is literally just going to be for silage. The other thing I was going to talk about, I might as well do briefly now, is we did a contract, didn't we, off camera. I said I was going to do it. It was worth five grand, I think it was. It was in a field right over the back there, over the back of the store, and we needed to use the train to sell it. Now I ended up doing 2 contracts, one of them a smaller one, and I'll explain why. It's because we did that bigger contract, we put all of the grain, which was barley, into the silo here, and then I sent away what I thought would have been more than enough, and it turns out it wasn't. I had to call the train 3 times, and basically we ended up having to use 100% of the crop to fulfill the contract. Now I don't know if that's something that's changed in the time that I've been away from FS, but that never used to be the case. You would still always have some left, where I didn't this time. I had to use 100% of it just to fulfill the contract. So basically I didn't get any left over. I didn't get any extra crop to sell. It was just 100% of the crop for the contract. That is it. So what I did then was I took a smaller contract, and it was a really small one. It was only worth sort of 2 grand. For the milling, is it called the milling plant or the milling station or whatever it is? And on that contract we did get some leftovers. So in fact I'll show you now just why we're talking about. Wrong one. So we've ended up with, it was barley again, 3,177 left over, because we took it to, there it is, HH Millen, rather than the Mount Vernon, Illinois. So yeah, I wonder if that's something that's sort of across the board now. If you use the trains, you have to use 100% of the crop, which I don't mind. It was always a bonus getting the extra, wasn't it? Animal transport. Yeah, so if anyone knows, then let us know, just if that's something that's happened across the board. Right, that allows 2 sheep. That's 3,600. I think there's cheaper one. I thought there was cheaper ones. I'm pretty sure there was a couple on here for 1,500. Where on earth have these gone? I wonder if they're here. They were like homemade transports or something. Right, there's one. That allows five sheep, so that's a good one. Yeah, they've just been put in this section, haven't they, rather than the actual animal transport section. That must be the only one. But for the price of it, and the fact that you can transport 5 sheep at a time, that is ideal. So, do we have to change this for... No? No? Right, we'll keep it this colour. What's costing us £100? $100 even. Ah, no matter what you get, it's going to cost us $100. Right, I might as well have that. So, 13... So $1,350. Let's buy that. Why do I get failed net? This isn't going to work. Right, hitches up alright. I've still got my trailer here. Yeah, there it is there. I don't know what to do with that. I might just get rid of it. If I can get some money back from it, I'll sell it. Because now having this one and having the bigger one, which by the way, when I was doing that contract, having that 10,000 litre trailer was an absolute dream. It made life so much easier. Right, let's get down here. Get some of the sheep loaded up. Doesn't really matter if it's the original 20. Was it 20 I had in here? I think it was. Oh, them ones, yeah. So we'll move these ones. Move 5 at a time. There we go. Getting chased out by one of the other ones there. So these are the ones that we're moving are the ones that aren't reproducing yet. I think they're still waiting to mature. I don't think they've reached the point where they're maturing yet. Right, marvellous. We've got 3 more of them to do. I'll get them done and then we'll come back. I got the sheep moved. Just quickly, that's our field that we've just passed on the left hand side there. That's our oat field, isn't it? So, not ready as yet, but not too far away. And that's the one where we thought we could buy. It seems like such a waste that you can't. Yeah, not too far away. Maybe another couple of months. And just down the bottom there, that's our barley field. That possibly will be ready in July. So yeah, we got the sheep moved and we went and picked up some water because it's the only thing missing. So they've got the food. They now have the water, and whatever's left in here is going to go down to the other pen. That isn't going to get around there, is it? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is, just. So let's top this up. I know this is... They have got some, but they're pretty much empty, I think. Too far? There we go. So I can take all of it? Pretty much. Right. We'll detach that there. Because all I'll do is at the end of the day I'll just empty it. I think for now our greenhouse is alright. That can go. We can leave that trailer there. And we can get rid, for now, of our front loader, because we don't need it, and all it does is hinder us. And we need the mower. Let's close this. just to make life a little bit easier. And the other one. Now I'm hoping, because this has been properly treated and allowed to grow fully, that we're going to get a good amount of bales off here. I'd be disappointed if we don't. In the next month as well, in July, we've got the our other field, which is behind where that train's going now. I think that should be ready in the next in-game month. Right, let's get cracking with this. Basically need as much as what we can, don't we? I still think we've got the right size equipment for what we need at the minute, especially for our grass work. I know we've done a couple of contracts, baling contracts, and it's took us a good while because of the size equipment we've got, but any bigger in this space would be daft, really, wouldn't it? There's no point in going for these corners either because we just can't pick it up. And I'll come back and do this little corner on the right, this little bit of space towards the end. Try not to guarantee when I windrow this, that's the windrow is getting stuck there, isn't it? 100% that's happening. Knock, I don't even know what it was. Was it the plough we've knocked out the way? Right, what I think I'm going to do, because I think this video is getting on already, let's put this on a time lapse, and we'll just work through and get it done. The time lapse as normal now. It won't be any more than a minute, I wouldn't have thought. If it is, I'll just... Have I just put a worker on there? Yeah, I have. Right, get that down. Get that going. Oh my god. Should we switch it on? Yeah, let's switch it on. Right. Let's get this in time lapse and we'll be back probably when we wrap it. So you'll have seen via the time lapse the whole, all of the baling's been done. All the grass work's been done, sorry. We ended up getting 8 bales off there. There was some in the bale to start with, but then we finished with some as well, so I'd say 8 probably is going to be pretty much the standard what we'll get off it. Let's get that up there. Again, the stacking isn't bad. I know some of them on the right hand side are kind of turning to one side, but I think that's alright. The other thing that I've seen while we're off camera as well, which I looked at, is the onions, I think, going into July. Look at that, pushing that around there. I think that's when the onions are, the price is at its peak. So, we'll have to be selling them then, I think. We're starting to get a good chunk now, aren't we? I don't think we have that much left to do today. I suppose we could. I'll tell you what we'll do quickly to see if this works or not. I say that. What I was going to do, I was going to put lime down on here. We'll still try. But if we don't have enough, I haven't got the money to buy some more. And also, we're going to have the loan come out as well, aren't we? I can't even remember how much the loan is, but the loan will come out at the end of the day as well. We're going to need that. We're going to need the money and sell now, aren't we? Oh, that's not the gate. That is. What I did do. I don't even know if I've just. Do you know, I don't even know if I've just mentioned it here. What I did do was, just in case it disappeared, I accepted that soybean contract, a sowing contract on field 10, which is the one we harvested in the last episode. I'm not going to show that. I'll just do that off camera. But that is what I'll be doing as soon as we finish this video. That'll get us some much needed cash, at least to tie us over anyway. And I think I've found our next residence, and it is a residence as well. It's not just a mat in an open barn. It's got a roof and everything, and windows, but we haven't got the money for it. So, right, let's see if this actually works. What's going on? That is. I think we either forgot to do this the first time round, or we didn't do it sufficiently. Because although the nitrogen was top, the pH level wasn't. We're not going to have enough, are we? I can't remember how much lime is. Is lime about 8? No, seeds are 800, aren't they? Oh my god. I'm not bothered if little bits on the end don't get done. I mean, eventually there isn't going to be. I wouldn't have thought there'd be much grass in here whatsoever. I'm still looking to get a chicken coop. No, we're not going to have anywhere near enough, are we? It's taken a lot more than what I thought it was going to. We might have to finish. I might have to finish this after I've done the contract. Oh my god, it won't stop. Like, I was braking before then, it just would not stop. That little triangle that I'll probably not even bother doing. And we need to do something about them stumps as well. Right, that's all of that. We haven't got, I don't think. No, we haven't got enough money for lime. Oh, saying that, we have 350. Tell you what, I'm going to go and refill it, and then we might as well finish this, and then we'll finish the video. So we have $37 left. That is it. Tell you what, if we don't have much seed in that seeder, we are absolutely screwed. I know we got 8 bales last time. I wonder if this will give us more. Because it was missing. The pH level wasn't as good as what it should have been. Can anyone remember? Did I just not do it? Did we not lime it? I don't think we did. I think we either forgot or, what's more probable, we didn't have the money. I was saying that we did have a bit of money, didn't we? I don't know. It might be more probable that we forgot. We'll do the we'll fertilise it in the next. Wait, should we not bang into the fence this time? We'll fertilise it in the next video, I think. We won't be doing it on this one. I think it's already going to be quite long. It was opening 2 bits. The opening 2 sections. I didn't realise they were like. One was about 10 minutes long, the other one was about 18 minutes long. So what I just sort of thought was the intro to the video was like 18 minutes or so long. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out where this chicken coop's gonna go. I suppose it depends on how big of a one we're gonna get. There is a one that we might have had. I think it might have been possibly the second one we put down on No Man's Land. That was good value from what I remember. The thing that I want is a lot of them. So I want a coop that has the ability to have lots of chickens in there. That's what I want. So I don't just want to be making sort of producing a few eggs at a time. If we're going to do it, we might as well have a lot. Just going to cover this or not? A little bit. Right, that's us done. We'll leave it there. Like I said, I think the video is already going to be sort of over half an hour long. Next time, but this time, what have we done? We've done the grass work. We sold the bales, our silage bales. We got enough money to get the sheep, our new sheep pen, and the animal transport. And then we managed to do the grass work, which is absolutely vital. So them 2 things, in the long run, is going to make us more money. It's just obviously now at this minute we're struggling, aren't we? But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.
PlayStation